I'm going to share with you how you can and you will attract a powerful man, a confident man who's going to take care of you because it's what you naturally deserve. My name is Nicole Elissa. I am a love and femininity coach. I am also an intuitive, and I help my clients, women from all over the world, to attract love, the love of a lifetime, because it's what you deserve. So if you're an ambitious, courageous woman, you know what you want, and you just want the right help and the right guidance to help you, then stick around because this video is going to make the total difference for you. This video is also going to help you know how you can powerfully heal your attachment style within months without having to work at it for years on end. And if that's you, and you're willing to dedicate that time and that energy, then I would love to support you. The fast track element to heal your attachment style and your feminine energy has to do with healing your energy around being taken care of. As women, we have an interesting relationship with being taken care of. And I've noticed this, believe me, I work only with women. I've only been working with women, but recently I've been working with some men too. And I wanted to say this. Do you know what it is like to be in a room of women and just also as an intuitive, just feeling the energy? As women, we want to be taken care of. Some women admit this, other women don't. Other women have an ambivalent relationship around it. There's a lot of desire for it, but there's also a lot of fear of it. We've all recently watched videos of men asking women like, well, if a man invests this amount of money on a ring for you, what do you give in return? That's like the number one fear I've heard from women all over the globe. Men just like maybe give in because they want something in return, or because you owe them, or because they're this big king alpha, of a man that just wants to kind of control you, or, like, it's not good, right? Or, we've seen videos where basically men are saying, oh, you've been riding on my income. And you're like, what? So I completely get it. You don't want to react to those energies. But the thing is, more probably you have in a shape or form, and you've seen this growing up. You've seen maybe I'm seeing images of this big alpha man, a man that did not know how to emotionally care for your mother, or made her feel bad or wrong for being on the receiving end. So like I said, we all have different energies, and we are not a one-dimensional being. We have different layers of emotion around being taken care of, some of which are suppressed. And those are one of the reasons why you might find yourself out in your dating life, going on and about and constantly just seeing maybe the image reflected back of some of the things that you saw growing up. So because they're suppressed. So what we do, and what I recommend for you to do, is look at healing your energy around being taken care of at an emotional, at a subconscious, at a nervous system, and at a spiritual soul level, which is key. Okay, this is what makes this video different, because you need to look at the overall picture. I'm gonna say certain things that some people might not like, but just as much as I say some things that people might not like, because some people are not ready to hear this, but I know that there's gonna be more people that are, and that are committed, and that also support me in the message. Because when you are also, not only a coach, you have all these years of experience, and you also are an intuitive, and you can read and sense energy. I'm going to be honest with you, because either you really want the love, or I'm getting to say you want to be cuddled. Okay? So healing requires to look at all sides of things. And I've had to do this for myself. The things that I'm going to say next, I've said to myself. I've had to look, but I've had to look at it with a compassionate look, an angle, understanding that I was just operating out of unconsciousness. When you can reach that level of compassion for yourself, it's going to be easier for you to access things that are in your unconscious. But if you shut down because you feel like somebody is wronging you or shaming you or criticizing you, or you just don't want to see anything that you do that can be a little bit off or weird, I want to say weird or interesting, then you block that side of your intuition and your power and your knowing. So with that being said, you've either had experiences where you feel like people pull on your energy, but then you might not realize that there could be times also where you pull on other people's energy. And being taken care of, and whether you're anxious attachment, ambivalent, whether you are avoidant, or you want to move into the secure element of things when it comes to being taken care of. As women, I've seen women in a state of not wanting to be taken care of out of a fear or a reaction or having to prove that they're independent. So even though you're saying you want love, even though you're saying that you want to be taken care of, your energy is more stuck, more present in I have to prove that I'm independent, because you're afraid of a man saying, oh, you're riding on my income, a man being ungrateful, a man not recognizing your worth, a man letting you down, a man abandoning you. Maybe you thought you're gonna, you're building a family, and then, for them, like, the definition of a family is not the same as you. Like, some men have this energy of just being like gods, like everybody has to like worship them, which is true. Like, some men have this, not all of them, but your energy is in a state of, I don't want that to happen, so I have to do this. So your energy is more in reaction state of being rather than in your powerful, magnetic. You're not reactive, you're in your responsive energy, which is different. So are you reactive or responsive energy? And that's something that can take you years or months of finding that balance within you so that you are receiving things. I am a big believer that love is a delicate thing, okay? I don't like playing with love. It's a key opportunity that we all get in our lifetimes. And I think what I'm releasing in my soul and my spirit is releasing. So I think some people take love too lightly, like they're willing to fumble it. It's incredible to me how society makes us think that love is just gonna fall in our laps when we have to take care of everything else in our lives. Notice the word, take care of everything. We have to take care of our health, our finances, everything. And if you want to really have a blissful love life experience, then why not because like we have to work at these things too. So this energy of being taken care of, you could be in a reactive state, and it doesn't matter your age. You could be in your 40s, and you could be in your 50s, you can be like in your 70s, you can be in any age. But sometimes we can stay stuck on an emotional edge. I'm talking intuitively, based on what I know intuitively, and based on what I've seen, and based on my different certifications, etc. We can stay stuck emotionally on an age, an age of 20, an age of 14, an age of 35, where certain key things might have happened. But we need to have the emotional growth and create the space, create the container to work at these things, and not kind of leave it up to like luck. Okay, love is not about luck. Love is about nurturing and caring and like sowing seeds, and some of it might make us a little bit uncomfortable, but we have to create the time and the space for it. So you might be in a reactive state around being taken care of, or you might be in a, or you don't expect people to want to take care of you. I went through so many experiences where I just felt like my parents didn't even want to buy me a chapstick, and they guilted me, wronged me, shamed me for asking for the things that I wanted. So I just became super independent. I don't want to ask for anything. And then I was part of this kind of coaching group where, people would shame you. They would shame you so horribly for needing help, for needing support. And I know a lot of feminine, independent women are in a space where they're like in perfectionism mode, and perfectionism is the opposite of receptivity. Okay, perfectionism is not love. It really isn't. It has a lot of shame components to it. It has a lot of unworthiness components to it, because you can be in a state of fear of people shaming you for not knowing it all, for not being the best at everything. It's impossible. It's just impossible standards that you put in yourself, which just makes you kind of freeze. And more than anything, you're in protection mode. So notice how this video, it hasn't addressed men yet, like fully in that aspect of this is what you need to say to a man for him to take care of you. I need to address the core. This is the kind of work, this is my specialty, this is what I'm best at, because I know what it is like sometimes to be stuck in like PTSD. I've had CPTSD from all the experiences where people were shaming on my femininity. And notice I'm a femininity coach, because we get to receive, the feminine gets to receive. So you might have had experiences where people attack your energy, they wrong you for receiving, therefore you're like, oh, I don't want that to happen. That can be unconscious for you. And it's important that you understand what is happening for you, because when I say that, when I tell you that I've seen the energy of people where they're like, but I want love and I'm doing everything. And then I look at what's really happening unconsciously in their energy. They're stuck because at 3 years old, like they saw their parents fighting and they're like, I don't want love. Their energies are frozen. So love is not about luck. Love is about energy. And we've all had different experiences when it comes to love. But we get to, as mature adult beings that we are, show up for it. Be thankful that we have the opportunity to work at it consciously now. Okay? It's important. How do you spend money on a house? How do you spend money in a car? And you do it, and not spend, you invest in a car, you invest in a house, you invest in trips, but you're unwilling to invest in the healing and in your love life. We have to look at that because that's an avoidance energy that we're in, okay? But what it's saying is, I'm afraid of taking care of the love. You can't be afraid of taking care of love, and I'm saying it with love. I'm just trying to use the best words that I can at the moment. So on one end, you have that reactive energy. But then some women are angry that they haven't been taken care of, like furious energetically. I'm being frank with you. We're talking about different reaction states that we go into when it comes to being taken care of. Some women are furious that they're not being taken care of. And when you're furious about not being taken care of, you're still not attracting it. Because at the end of the day, or what's at the core of this anger of not being taken care of is powerlessness. Deep anger like that indicates that you're not feeling that it's going to happen for you or that you can have it. And then some women, because of the pain and the hurt and the abandonment, and they are angry at the person that they can clearly see should take care of them, they can go about it in they can either shut down or they can try to force it or stay stuck waiting on a specific person to take care of them. This is what's happening energetically and emotion. And they're so angry and they feel like love should be this way or people should come and take care of me. All that shitting that's laced with anger, it's not an energy that you're trusting on the inside that it's going to happen. Going on podcasts, talking to men, getting angry at them, but you should take care of me, or having debates on why men don't want to take care of you, it's useless. It's absolutely useless. Because in your femininity, trying to force somebody to take care of you or force them to see the point of view, I'm talking about the men. I'm not talking about the men that are open to have conversations and that want to grow. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about going to podcasts where you know that the men that are there don't care about it. They're going to ask you repeatedly, what do you bring to the table? Or even just wanting to watch videos like that consistently only drains your spirit and your soul and your femininity, okay? Don't focus your energy on men who don't want to give. You want a man who wants to take care of you. So for women that are angry about this, I recommend that you clear it. I've been in forums where women are trying to force other people to see them as attractive. I am a big believer in everybody's beautiful. I really am. Some people scoff when I say that, but I've had to do the emotional work on it because I refuse to have my eyesight or like my sight be kind of muddy, like in regards to like, I'm not saying that you have to like everybody. I'm not saying that you have to be attracted to everybody. I'm just saying that I pray every day to see the beauty in everyone because I know what it is like to feel people not see my beauty or trying to rate my beauty. And I've grown a lot about that. There's a community post that I did recently where I explained it in amazing detail, and I recommend that you watch it. So, that you read it because, I don't want to give my energy to people. So this is the thing. This is where the energy and the spiritual side, it can become kind of like a trap. You're trying to get people to see things and your energy becomes a little bit forceful, And when it comes to healing this, you can be in a space, honestly and frankly, where your energy is in a chasing energy. You are being the chaser. Ouch, I know, but I ask you to feel what I'm saying here. You can be in a chasing energy because you're angry at the people who don't see you. So you need to shift that because when it comes to anxious, ambivalent, and avoidant, we all have traces in our energy of people trying to impose their energy on us. The anxious sometimes feels like she has to micromanage, and this is the opposite of the femininity, right? Where you have to micromanage if you're an anxious attached woman, like you have to micromanage and you constantly have to tell the person what to give you, what not to give you, all of that, and you just feel depleted out of your femininity. And then Then the avoidant can also have traces of people trying to do that. They feel like they're being puppeteered, and it just creates resistance on both ends, because the anxious just feels like, oh, this is tiring, I have to guide people, and you feel like you're attracting people who are immature, men who don't want to give, right? And then on the ambivalent side, or on the avoidant, you are you feel like, oh my God, they're going to try to force me to do something, they're not going to listen to my needs, they're just going to want me to focus on their needs. How do we do this? This spiritual element that I was saying at the beginning is the most important piece. You can talk about this for years on end, okay? I recommend you also work on the spiritual, because conscious mind only has 10% of an influence on the choices that we make, the things that we are attracting. And love is something that is incredibly charged. Okay, emotionally charged. It goes into our unconscious. It goes into our nervous system, to our expectations. So that's why I say you can have all the PDFs in the world, all the collection of data, but it's not reaching to your heart. It's not reaching to your unconscious, your nervous system. You can be so attached to people, to an outcome, to not receiving, while you're talking about receiving. You know, and you're doing the work. You can ask, and you can read all the testimonials on my website where people mention, I don't know how your clearing or what you did to reprogram it worked, but I went from having to control men to not controlling men. I don't know what happened, but I'm feeling an lightheartedness about my spirit. I feel happier. I feel more joyful. I felt like my spirit soared because there was an energy that was just released. You were freed from it. Okay? And that's the work that you want to do, so that you're feeling free, that you're feeling magnetic, you're feeling receptive versus controlling. I know as a woman, you don't want to feel controlling. You know, I know that as a woman, you don't want to attract a man that you have to take care of, or you have to grab by the hand. And, you know, like, we all help each other in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do this out of love. Like, it's something that is incredibly important to me, to be compassionate with one another. What I'm saying is, that's not what I was saying though. You know what I mean? So basically, we all have traces of this, and it's something that we're doing unconsciously. And here's the kicker. You might have the energy of people who are trying to force you to take care of them, or trying to hook you in a way. We all do this. You have to be humble when it comes to this. I've had to look at the places where I've done that myself, you know, where others have done it unto me. I'm saying this as women, we want to be taken care of. And the way that we go about it unconsciously creates sometimes ties, soul ties with people. So you might be consciously saying something, but your soul is tied to another person. Your soul is tied to this. And you want to really release those attachments, those expectations. I'm also getting to share with you, this is the last piece that I'm going to say, this is why this video is so critical, is, do you know that there are men that connect to your energy and have soul ties with you, not because they are your soulmate or because they are the one, but because they see you as property. They're entertained with you kind of chasing them. So doing clearing work is so powerful. It is so powerful. It's so powerful. So powerful. And reprogramming like this, because, and looking at it at the spiritual side too, because you could be thinking, oh, I'm ready for my soulmate. And then this man shows up and you're like, it must be him, because all of the signs point to him. But it's because they're hooked onto your energy. Some people are forceful. They're greedy. Okay. They have this, I'm saying this to you honestly and frankly, some people just want to keep you in their energy. And if you're an empath, if you tend to overgive, you know, these connections block you from attracting the one because they distract you. So if you really want to attract your soulmate, you want to work at healing. If you want to see the fast track, is healing your relationship with being taken care of at all layers possible. I would love to help you. I can help you. I do incredibly dedicated work, almost all of the time, one-on-one work, or in small group intimate programs where I help you so that you see results. I am somebody, I'm being very humble with you. There's a reason why I do this work the way that I do it. It's because I actually genuinely, I don't like half or kind of so results, but I want to see it through with you. That's me in my heart. That's what I want to do, and that's what I love to help. But I need somebody who's willing, who's going to pull in their own weight, that wants to do this work. because I actually like being all in. I'm like Pisces, Cancer, all of the water signs. I'm very deep. Like, I like to go deep, and I hold your hand and I support you in this with no judgment, no shaming. But if you're willing to look at all elements of you being taken care of and feeling comfortable receiving that in your soul and in your body and just flowing with that, letting your energy speak for itself, then I would love to help you. You can join my new program that's starting, Manifest Your Soulmate with Ease, or you can work with me privately. That's a bigger investment, but like I said, it's because I actually devote time and energy to be there alongside with you, and all the work is intuitively based for you. It's tailored for you, so that does require time and energy. If you like my help and if you want to see results within months in your love life, you want to heal your attachment style within months, you want to feel confident, I was going to say confident AF, then I would love to help you. And the link is going to be below so that we can set up a time to talk. This program is starting soon. It's starting in the month of October. And if you decide to join by Friday this week, you will get a clearing, this is an angel clearing, a clearing that I've done with the angels. I do different types of clearing. I do it nervous system, I do it kinesiology, I do it subconscious. I'm devoted to help you. But this one is different, it's with the angels, and I wanted to share this with you because this one is with Jesus. Like, I felt really guided. I don't like to mention a lot of like names during the clearance because I want to keep it like that. But if I'm feeling guided to say, if you feel resonate with the energy of Jesus, I felt like you wanted to come in strongly there. But it's supportive. It's of calling in for like your angels, ascended masters to really help you. And this clearing is one that I did really special that helps you release soulmates, people that, like exes, etc. And that it's time to let go, all done with love. And I've seen beautiful things happen with this clearing. I've seen partners come back and like nourish each other when maybe they were not treating each other well in the past. I've seen people be really kind and like extend money to the partner. I've seen, women just release the patterns of like chasing with this clearing. So you will be getting that as a bonus if you join by this week. And it would be my honor to share that with you. The link is going to be below so that we can connect. And I hope that you're having a beautiful day. Feel and connect with the energy of not having to take care of everybody and everything, or when you do it out of love because it's right, and you attract somebody who joyfully is committed and wants to take care of you too, that it's somebody that it's just natural for them. If that's your dream, I would love to help you, and know that this is actually one of the biggest things that's going to move the needle for you in your love life. More right now at this moment, although I love those, but that's the core element of what's going to help you attract that for the long term. I love you. I'm sending much love, and I'll talk to you soon.